So when you recall these games, you remember the king of this generation's button mashers. So much so that Sony PlayStation 2 owners went through 5 controllers from this memory. Hey, love always isn't about be gentle, sweet, loving, kissing. Love hurts. While playing this game countless times and having a huge love-hate relationship with the glitches while in part 1. That love returns, well, more on the lines of hate returns. A few points of playing this game the first time, I've seen a lot of the old things returning. One for an example, I was running across those sail poles in the first level and, well, I literally kept on falling to my death. Now, I'm very darn accurate with the controller, so there's really no excuse to this issue. But every single time I walk by a centimeter, I fall off somehow. There's no grabbing onto the pole, just an instant death. Now, again, I can understand that, they're trying to add this whole realism of this sails having wetness and stuff like that on there, but come on, guys. Really? Really? But, I can understand a lot of the stuff being like that, but, I have the skills of an erotic dancer. And addressing this goal, walking across a couple poles onward to meet my fate, to meet some bedtime with 2 winches in bed for a, well, bonus EXP for my Blades of Chaos. Is that so hard to ask, guys? I mean, come on. I want to spend some quality time with those winches. Yeah. Alright, so the game says on the box is clear as day, high definition. Now I see a lot of these improvements on the menu system as well as some of the cutscenes are digitally enhanced. Now, a couple of them still have the original, obvious, untouched, unscathed originality of how they used to look. Some of them look like crap because let's trust it, guys. When it comes to 3D normally does not age too well. I could even say that towards Final Fantasy VII. That game did not really age too well other than some of the cutscenes being okay and some of the battle scenes, you just kind of get over it and just enjoy it anyway. But there was no big whoop. The only thing they really touched on was a few things, but there's no true high definition besides a few things, and that's really not a lot for the price they're charging for each game. Overall, this game is the same as you would recall for the PS2. Now, Part 1 and 2 as well are just 2 games you would recognize right off the bat. There's no real differences, again, other than I mentioned above, that there's only going to be graphics for some of the cutscenes as well as the menus. The only extra exception, though, is the added trophies to this game, which, of course, added a little bit of extra reasons to keep on playing because you want to try to unlock every single one of them just for the fun of it, which I think is kind of a nice challenge and add variety to the game to think of things you normally would not do when you first played the game originally. Clever play there, Sony. Yeah. Into thinking that much and enjoy a casual puzzle here and there, this game offers that too. Quick times that will make you rip your hair out and of course excite you. For its time and now, it offers a lot of storyline and blood and violence that most will crave for more. For those little people who like Farmville, a boring button mashing experience. This is coming from Farmville, folks. People who pick fake carrots and think they're really a farmer. Bleh, try growing a real freaking carrot, then come to the 95 Costco job, asshole. If you already own these 2 games already for your older system and got them some sort of compilation pack or just got them individually at one point or another, you're not really missing too much at all, other than the trophies and some high-definition graphics for these games. So, of course, it takes away from a lot of principles as thinking, why the hell are they going to stipulate this game to be all high-definition when it truly isn't? But either way, my conclusion coming into this will be, this game set is fantastic to obtain for the PlayStation 3 if you're a fan who did not have both in the long run. So, an example of my full opinions about both the games is, well, Part 1 shows a prime example that platformers does not always have to be about Mario, which of course shows a new stipulation, a new reason into a new genre of being button mashers. Woo! And Part 2 shows that presentation isn't always a bad thing. I would recommend this title set due to the $15 ahead if you were to think about it. It's not too bad for the collection of 2 games that were fun and now offer trophies. But avoid it if you already own the 2 already and already have your PlayStation 2 at some point in time. Thank you guys so much for listening to my review and hope to hear from your opinions shared on each one of these games I review. So take care everybody and game on.